Hello and welcome back to Serious About Salvage and another video on the channel. Hopefully this video will be the end of the 2024 plate Mini Cooper S convertible LCI2. I have got everything for this car now and it's just come back from paint, so fingers crossed, as long as we don't come across any more problems, this car should be done. Now, before I do start, I do apologise about the absolute mess in this unit at the moment. It's a bomb site, but that has been a nightmare, and I'll explain in another video, but it's gone absolutely not very well. So yeah, I'm in the middle of so much stuff at the minute. I need to be organised, but I need to get this built back up and out of here, because it's this old car and it needs to go. Right, let's spin around. Right, first of all, before I turn the camera on, I just spent a couple of minutes, and if you remember at the end of the last video, we had a broken DRL ballast or control module or whatever you want to call it. The one on the back of the headlight at the top there. So I just screwed it on and tested it, and we now have functioning headlights, everything works, but obviously still needs to be coded like I did in the last video. I can activate the headlights, I can make them all work. As soon as I cycle the ignition, they stop working again because the control modules aren't originally from this car, which takes us back to why they were missing in the first place. It's a bit annoying really, because like I said, they're coded to each individual car, so they won't work on anything else unless you get someone's code them back in, which I'm going to have to do with these. But it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, car back from paint, dusty and dirty. Let's pull this bonnet down. They've done the underside, it's had all matches, done my bonnet hinges for me, done the bonnet, lovely finish, and then obviously they've flicked onto the wings, lacquered the wings, and in there somewhere, in the back here, if it's light enough, are the other pieces for the bumper. So everything's painted. It's literally now just a case of removing the bumper to build it back up, and there's some other bits and pieces we need to put in behind there before that goes back on. I seem to have a little issue with the radiator fan. There's a down-to-earth fault on it at the moment, so I need to sort that out, and yeah, then just piece it back together, line it all up and get it to the coder for these to be sorted. So the odd few bits and pieces we've got left to put on, this took some finding, I tell you. This is the closing element for between the top of the bumper and the front panel. These are different on the LCI2s with these newer bumpers. The originals won't fit, the older one won't fit, should I say. We've got a nice new gloss black trim. That's going to go in there, somewhere like that, all the way along. A lot of these parts are brand new from BMW Mini. We've got a pair of brake ducts because mine were gone as well, and again, things like this. These are the little rubber seals that run across the top of the bumper there and seal against the bonnet. And then I had to obviously buy the top one as well, so I probably got, what, 60 quid in little rubber seals just for the top of the bumper. It's just little bits like that. I really wish they would leave the parts with the cars, but I bought it in stripped form. I knew what I was getting into, but it just, I mean, they probably all got thrown away. It's just a waste anyway. Anyway, ran over. So yeah, we need to, first of all, I'm going to turn this car off because I know the battery's a bit low. Just turn that off. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, first of all, I need to pull off this bumper. Get that out of the way. We can then start to put the drill the ducts in. The last few bits I need to sort out the horn. Yeah, just get everything else tucked away behind there. Build the bumper back up, sort the fan, slap it back on, line the car back up, and yeah, we'll be done. So let's get on with it. Right, a bit of an update on the fan situation, which was one of the major things I needed to get sorted before putting the front end on. So basically, there's an open circuit on the fan circuit. You can scan it. That's the code it brings. So I started at the fan relay, which is they're basically attached to the underside of the headlight bracket, and this is the relay housing, and this is your relay. So I thought maybe relay's gone. Did an ohms check on it, that all worked out to say that the relay was fine. So basically in here, you've got permanent 12 volt, or whatever your battery voltage is. And then you've got like a little coil across the two smaller pins. When the coil energises, it basically bridges power from your permanent to your feed to the fan. So there should always be 12 volts on this pin, and on this car there's none. There's no voltage to it. So the issue is basically prior to the relay and not from the relay to the fan. Now there isn't a lot of information about these cars really on where the power comes from to the relay, but after doing some research I managed to find out that they have this what's it called, integrated power control module, and it's basically this. It's what you would usually see on top of the battery. Normally they have them on top of the battery, and there'll be big main fuses that power like your starter motor and things like that. And on this one, this smaller red cable is basically what runs straight to this relay for your permanent feed, and it's got an 80 amp fuse there. Now I've checked it and there's no continuity across that 80 amp fuse, so that is our issue, and that's what's stopping us getting power to our fan. So for a quick test, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap it over onto this spare 100 one right next to it, which is perfectly fine, and see if I then get power. And I've no reasons to believe not, as if I do. If I have, and that solves the issue, these are only like, I can't remember how much they were actually, but I'll just get another one and swap it over at some point. It won't do it any harm for the time being, just having the 100 amp instead of an 80 amp on it. And that will get us the fan sorted, and it means we can build everything up knowing that the fan works, because obviously this is located down here next to your battery. You just take your battery out to get to it, and that can be done at any time. So that's good news really. I figured that out because I was scratching my head for a good couple of hours yesterday trying to figure that out. So that's one thing done. Headlights are in. Yeah, that was stopping me, like I said, building it back up and then lining everything up. So I'll get that cable swapped over, and then I'll show you power on the fuse, and hopefully we'll have a working fan. Right, battery back in. So let's just go through this again and make sure this fan works. We've got our fan relay housing here. So this is the feed. We've now got 11.5 volts. That's good because that's where I had no volts before. So if I let's pull that back down there. I plug this relay back in with one hand. Okay. We will just quickly erase the codes, and then with any luck we should be able to test this fan. So in the engine management control, we'll go to active tests, and then we've got general and then electric fan, and if we activate, yep, it's moving. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Deactivate. Sussed it. Escape. We have got a working fan. What's this? Error in body control. This will be parking sensors. Alright, headlight permanent throw, just system failure, or whatever. Right. We're good. Fan is up and working, functional, and working good. That's a relief. Like I said, that was the one thing really I was struggling with. So, right, let's continue. Right then, final bit of update on the Mini Cooper convertible. What a car. As you can see, it's now all together. Unfortunately, from building up the bumper, for some reason, the next two clips of video that I recorded, Joe, just basically fitting the bumper. I've lost them. I don't know where they've gone. The camera, I don't know what's happened, to be honest with you. But I did say in them as well about, you know, going and getting them coded and things like that. Now, obviously, everything is now complete, and I've literally just come back from having the headlights coded in. So, as you can see, they're now working. We'll run through them all in a second, but yeah, everything's together, everything lines up absolutely perfect, looks great, the colour, everything really. I'm extremely happy with how it's turned out. Now, it is extremely dirty, the roads are absolutely filthy out there today, and obviously it's raining, so I will obviously clean it up, but what a good looking car, what a good looking car. Yeah, very happy with it. So, yeah, we're done. We're done. Let's just have a quick little look around. All looking good. Very dirty, like I said. If we look inside, everything works. We've got no lights. The only warnings I've got are for the tyre pressure, because I need to just reset them and drive it around a bit to reset them too. But everything else is A-OK. Very good. I'll start it up. Smells like a brand new car in here, which it is. Well, there's no lights except for the little exclamation mark, like I said, is for the tyre pressure, but no other lights. 1170 miles. Brand new car. What a cracker. These seats are so comfortable as well. Very comfortable. So there is nothing else to do other than give it a clean. Look how dirty it's got. Yeah, it's filthy. So give it a good clean and this one will be gone. It has got someone waiting for it, so that's good. Difficult to repair these Minis, they really are, especially when all the parts are gone that have been removed. There's so much involved in the front of these, so much on them. Trying to figure out what's missing is one of the biggest challenges for these cars. But we got there, and everything's in place. All of it's a lot of new parts, straight from BMW Mini. Nice to get some parts second hand, but it's a good one. I've enjoyed it. I don't know if I'll get another one though, but I mean, I say this all the time and I still can't get another one. So yeah, that is going to be it for this one. Time for me to tidy up. It's an absolute bomb site, and there will be a video on that disaster coming next, so look out for that. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching, massively appreciated. Hope you've enjoyed the videos on this practically brand new Mini Cooper S convertible. Good buy, to be fair, really. In the end, it's all worked out pretty well. Luckily, I've got Mintech, like I said, down the road. They have sorted me out with a lot of parts, especially all the fixings and bolts and screws and everything that I was missing. But it's turned out well, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching, massively appreciated. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.